Okay, let's look at this question. Which expression is equivalent to m to the power of 4, q to the power of 4, z to the power of negative 1, multiplying m to the power of 1, q to the power of 5, and z cubed, where m, q, z are positive? So there's a popular exponent rule that we need to use for this question that a lot of people get confused because there's a lot of exponent rules. And in this question, we got to use one very specific. So let's say, for example, I have x to the power of a multiplying x to the power of b, like we have in the question. What a lot of people get confused is that, oh, because the x are multiplying, the exponents multiply. They're actually at each other. So we're going to have x to the power of a plus b. They multiply when we have, for example, x to the power of a and our whole expression to the power of b, which is going to equal x to the power of a multiplied b. And that's when we want to multiply the exponents. But because the x's are multiplying, we add the exponents and not multiply them. So I'm going to keep the formula we're going to use for this question, and let's go solve for m. So m, we have m to the power of 4 multiplied m to the power of 1, which is going to equal m to the power of 4 plus 1, and that's going to equal m to the power of 5. So let me do a different color for q. Q, we're going to have q to the power of 4 multiplied q to the power of 5. Now it's going to equal q to the power of 4 plus 5. That's going to equal q to the power of 9. They kind of look like each other. So let's do z. Z is a little bit different because we have a negative one, but the same rule applies. So z to the, let me do that yellow. So z to the power of negative 1 multiplied z to the power of cubed, or 3, is going to equal z to the power of negative 1 plus 3, and that's going to equal z cubed, or z to the power 2. Now, if it was negative, we would use the power rule, which I went over in a previous short video. So now what we want to do is combine the m, q, and z to figure out our answer, which is going to be m to the power of 5 multiplied q to the power of 9, and then multiplied z to the power 2, or z squared, and that's going to equal b.